Remember the time you dressed up like a unicorn for a date, only to find out your date had invited another lover over at the exact same time? Yes, don't remind me. That's all for the test. I'm going to have to send it off to the corporate personal shopper headquarters in Joplin, Missouri to have it read. It should take 6 months. I'm going to ask you a little bit more about your taste. You said that your family doesn't have any taste. What does taste mean to you in terms of fashion? Well, beyond class old beats is like gold high heels and cat sweatshirts. I think some people have it and some people don't. You sound like quite the old soul for being only 6 years old. I'm mature for my age. Having no head has really given me a depth that some people never get to, even at the center of the earth. Now we're going to move on to some breathing exercises. This exercise was invented by Sir Edgar Alberton, the founding father of personal shopping. It's designed to stimulate the vogue inner muscle memories. All you do with this panic attack breathing exercise is breathe as hard and short and fast as you possibly can for 3 minutes or until you feel like you're going to pass out. Now I want you to close your eyes and visualize your worst memory ever and then dwell on it for eternity. Are you ready? Go. I feel lightheaded. Yes, it's all about listening to your body after bringing yourself to the point of death and exhaustion. And it's not usually until that moment when you convince yourself you're having a heart attack that you really start to get in touch with the fabrics and clothing choices that work best for your skin type and body tone. Now, I usually don't share stories about myself, but because you're essentially a child version of me, I think I can let my level of professionalism slide down a few notches. It wasn't until I practiced the panic attack breathing exercises for several years that I really started to get in touch with my fashion and became my own muse for the first time. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I want you to think about something. Every time you choose to wear something, you're choosing not to wear something else. Trip on that. What about layering? You know, there's a principle. It's called the Dilly Flopper. It's made up by someone that doesn't know anything. And it says, the way you dress in private is mathematically, geometrically related to the way you dress in public. Now I'm going to show you the diagram because I don't get to use my math skills often enough. Sometimes it helps to visualize it on a cake. Now the left is the way you perceive the way you dress. The right is the way other people perceive the way you dress. And the center is the way you actually look. Now can you fill in those circles for me? Can I just make it up in my head? Sure, no one's listening anyway. Now I need to ask you a question that may seem a little strange, coming from a personal shopper. But please remember, fashion is about much more than flannels and know if your parents have explained your origins to you.
Yeah, I'm 6, not 3. My parents have no boundaries. They raised me on horror movies. Maybe it's because they were so young. My dad was 10 and my mom was 9. My mom moved me out and put me in a jar for 3 months to grow. Even though they were really young, they had a lot of help. When my mom found out, she was knocked up in the 2nd grade. She had all the kids in St. Elizabeth's get in line for personal consultations to find out what she needed for the baby, like a more personalized baby registry. My aunt got her a breast pump.
I see. Your parents went to Catholic school. No wonder they had so much trouble nurturing your fashion sense. Having to wear uniforms so long and stare at those nuns and those nasty habits.
Actually, there was only one nun. When you came in the classroom, she'd make you empty your pockets. And if you had a particularly embarrassing note, she'd take it out and make you read it, and then laugh. And then she would pin it to the bulletin board in the hallway. There were also 2 priests, Father D and Father C, good cop, bad cop. Father D was a laid-back hippie. He told her as long as you meditate on pillows and light lots of candles, everything would be fine. Father C was the angry one. He said the problem with the younger post-Vatican II generation wasn't pretending like you were pregnant and conning school children into buying baby blankets for a headless mannequin. It was idolizing Madonna, praying for big breasts, and married couples that don't use the rhythm method as their sole means of birth control.
I see. You were made to feel guilty for wanting clothes.
Yes, and everything else.
No wonder you're such a wreck. How did this all start? The whole not being able to wear clothes thing.